Fowlerville Wrestling comes back to win district title.
It was also district tournament night in high school wrestling. Brian Martell's Mason Bulldogs were taking on Dan Coon's Fowlerville Gladiators in the D2 district final. Mason built a 34-12 lead with just 4 weight classes remaining, so the Gladiators needed 23 team points with only 24 available. In other words, they needed pins. Brock Foster starts it off at 175. Then at 190, Braden Packard follows suit with a first period pin. At 215, Liam O'Neill makes it 3 pins in a row for Fowlerville, so it all came down to this. The pressure was on for Liam's brother, Lane O'Neill. He needs to win by tech fall or fall, and he comes through with the first period pin. Fowlerville comes back to win 36-34 as the heavy classes took care of business when it mattered most.
The team, we have a nickname for us heavier guys. We're called the Legion of Boom. We know we're going to finish it off if it's close, and we're there to end it up.
Grass Lake boys basketball wins first conference title since 1971.
I've been talking to a couple guys, older guys that played basketball here at Grass Lake. For them to just be like, dude, you guys are winning some games, and it's crazy.
We knew coming into this year that we're all seniors, so if it's now or never.
Grass Lake versus Brooklyn Columbia Central for the conference title. Fourth quarter, it's a 1-point game when Braden Late count that baby in the foul. Then it would all come down to this. Grass Lake up 1 with 5 seconds left. The shot off the mark, and it's time to celebrate. Grass Lake is conference champs for the first time since 1971, 31-30 the final.
Every possession is the game winner, right? And we have that mindset 0-0 all the time, so we just stuck with what we know, and it got the job done tonight.
This season has kind of been that revenge season. You know, last season we were just over 500. You know, just looking for another year, and our senior class is really showing up this year.
Jackson Lumen Christi girls basketball wins first regional title since 1989.
In Division III, Jackson Lumen Christi went up against New Lothrop at Springport High School. The Titans led by 3 in the final moments, and Hunt comes up with a clutch steal, which led to her ending the game at the free throw line as Lumen Christi takes down New Lothrop 39-34 to win the program's first regional championship since 1989. And with 2 freshmen leading the way, did you expect this, Coach?
To be honest with you, I really didn't think so, and I mean that just from a perspective of age. I know we have a bunch of talented girls here, and you know, they're a bunch of great athletes, so they've really bought into what we did for this season, and they're just great players, great kids.
I knew it was a special girl, but I guess I didn't imagine we'd make it this far, but I'm so happy we did.
Mason's Mikey Kershak comes up clutch.
The big game Mike, the name is, you know, that sticks. We trust him so much back there, and when he's in between the pipes in the shootouts, man, I tell you what, he thrives in that moment.
Kershak making a huge save, and he is going to be pumped up as Mason goes on to win the PK shootout 3-2 to win the Gold Cup. Just like 2 weeks ago, Mason's Mikey Kershak steps up and makes a huge save in the PKs. The Bulldogs win another thriller between the 2 rivals, 2-1 in penalties. His teammates call him Big Game Mike, and the junior keeper continues to come up huge. It's the 3rd time in the last 20 days he's made stops in PKs. Mason marches on to the regional final.
Trust is the biggest thing in this game, especially as we get onto the states and bigger games. Trust is all we have, really. So I'm glad I can kind of be that final, you know, person in their ears telling them what's happening, and just they can use me as kind of a tool out there.
Okemos football gets first win since 2019.
Well, exactly 5 years ago today, the Okemos football program last won a game. And check out the student section supporting the Wolves tonight, who were up 28-0 at halftime, meaning Okemos could feel that first victory coming. The Wolves take down Clio 35-0 to end the 41-game losing streak. Head coach F.A. Scott Amakpour gets the water bath, and the students rush the field to celebrate.
It means everything. Nobody knows how hard we work day in and day out Nobody sees all the long nights, the long phone calls, trying to get the kids ready, trying to figure out how to put guys in positions to be successful. I mean, it's been a long time coming.